This video is so last minute. I think the last time I made a very last minute video was the day in my life video. I also just really wanted to film something. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever. I've just been studying all week. I've had no time to read. I was just stressing because today I had 2 midterms back to back. When I signed up for my classes, I didn't really think things through. I didn't think of the possibility that I would have 2 midterms on the same day. And so now for some reason I scheduled it where once I finish one class, I have 10 minutes to get to the next one. And so when I walked into my first midterm today, I'm just like, okay, I need to finish it in this amount of time so then I have time to get to my next class where I also have another midterm. Today was actually a nightmare. I pulled an all-nighter last night just to study for these 2 tests. It was bad. I don't know if I did well, but at least it's over. Anyways, yeah, it's been a while. We're gonna do a little bookish sleepover. I see these videos all the time and I really wanted to do one. I feel like my last minute videos are always very spontaneous. Or, well, I don't really know if that's the right word, but whenever I need to film something, I just go through this mental list I have of, okay, what have I wanted to film? And then I just try it the day before I have to edit a video and post it. We're doing this so late though. It's 1:30 a.m. The last time I talked to you guys, I was reading Dark Heir by C.S. Picot, or started Dark Heir by C.S. Picot. Or no, wait, I don't think I even started it. I wanted to start it. And I sort of have. There was like, I didn't even realize what I was reading before, but there was this character description thing in the beginning of the book. And I didn't realize what I was reading until I got to the prologue. Yeah, I fully did not need to read that. I read the first book like a week ago. I did download it on my Kindle because I've been going out a lot. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I do have the physical book though. I do want to read the physical book. I've been trying to avoid like screens, and I know this isn't fully like a proper screen, if you get what I mean. Like, it's just for reading. It's not like my phone where I have a bunch of different social media apps on it, but obviously it's still like is a screen. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Like, I know this thing is solely for books, but I've just been trying to avoid the act of staring at a screen. I've also limited the social media apps on my phone where I've set a limit of 15 minutes for each of them. Now that I finished my 2 tests, I'm really hoping I have enough time to read. I do have homework to do tomorrow, but we're just gonna ignore that for now. But yeah, with tests over and me trying to stay off of social media, I'm gonna read. I'm also in a slight anime watching phase right now. Normally it's like with my anime watching phases, I can go months without watching any, and then I can go like a full 2 weeks watching like 10. And it's the same thing with the anime I've watched, where you guys know how I like keeping track of the books I've read. I also keep track of the anime I've watched on this really old app called My Anime List. I don't know when they last updated that thing, but it's really old. I've been using My Anime List since I was like 12. I have 450 entries on that app. I really want to make an anime recommendation video, but I'm not sure if it's a thing people would want to watch, so please let me know if you would want that. I'm also just not sure what I would recommend. I think I would probably do like sections of like romance, fantasy, slice of life, that sort of thing. Plus, I've never really deviated from the book content videos. Like, I know I talk about shows and the anime I watch all the time on different videos, so I feel like it would be fun to bring my other hobbies into my channel and just have like one sole video about all the anime I've watched, or just like give you guys a bunch of recommendations. The thing is, I feel like my taste in anime is really bad. It's like declined over the years. I don't really watch popular anime anymore. I mean, I watch some, but with the popular anime, I end up saving them and then I just never end up watching them. I'd say my personal comfort genre in anime is like trashy fantasy. Just like if you've watched anime, you know about like probably isekai and hero and adventuring guild stuff. It's like a comfort genre. I don't know why. I think it's because it's been done so many times and so you know what's gonna happen. But I just watch every single one, every single season, every time an anime ends. Anyways, wow, I was really rambling. I do still need to get ready for bed, and then right after I'll be right back. And I'll probably end up reading this book tonight, preferably the physical copy, but we'll see if I feel like reading on my Kindle after. But yeah, I'll be right back. I'm now on page 36 of Dark Heir. It's still so good. I'm really liking it. I'm pretty sure I said this before, but I feel like this is gonna be a 5-star series for me. We're already getting a bit more romance than the first book. There's already something going on between Cyprian and Violet. Like, again, I'm only 36 pages in, and I didn't expect to like them so much. Like, so soon too, they're having their little interactions, and I'm just finding myself loving them. My favorite so far is probably Will and James, though. I don't know, there's just something about them, because everyone can tell there's this weird connection between them. Like, even in the first book, you could tell there was this tension. And then Cyprian and Violet, I think I'm liking them so much because the romance didn't start out with them noticing each other's looks. It's just like they're bonding after spending so much time together and after all they've been through. And finally, we're seeing something happen. Like, there was no romance between them in the first book, honestly. When I spoiled myself on Pinterest, I was surprised to even find out there was something that was gonna happen between them, but it's working out so well. I'm so happy. And then James, we barely got to see James in the first book. He's definitely gonna be in here more in the second book. And then apparently there's an even bigger evil to fight against in this book. Like, when you read the first book, you can't even imagine that there would be a bigger force out there, but I have a feeling C.S. Picot will execute it very well. Like, there's just something about her writing. It's so good. It's so addictive. We are going to be going into like a whole different world in this book. Also, look at this map. It's so pretty. And oh my god, the beginning of this book, the prologue, that was so unexpected. I didn't even know what was happening until like the ending of the prologue. Like, it was so shocking. I didn't think C.S. Picot would use that again. Obviously, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Can someone please read this series so we can talk about it? Like, I just desperately need someone to talk to about this book. Just like the romances and the plot twists. I'm just gonna try to read this book as slow as possible because there's no release date for the third book. I might actually go crazy waiting for it. I'm gonna try to manifest it for 2026. Please happen. Because for the first and second book, there was like a 3-year gap between them, and this book came out in 2023. So 2026, there's hopefully a good chance it'll happen. Anyways, yeah, I'll keep reading the book after. I feel like there's so many things I wanted to talk to you guys about, like TV shows and anime. Also, I bought these 2 books the other day at Indigo. I wanted more like fall reads. Also, Indigo was having a buy one get one 50% off sale for fall books. So yeah, little book haul. I got 2. First one is A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. I still need to read the first one, the blue one. Or are they part of a series together? I couldn't actually figure that out. I tried searching that up earlier. Oh, what's the first book called again? Oh, it's on here. It's The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I have it on my Kindle. I just really like the animals on this cover also. If you look really closely, there's like this skeleton chicken. Also, the fact that she's holding a book and he's holding like a cup of coffee. I'm obsessed already. I can't wait to read this. Oh, and then like the chapters, they have like little coffee cups on them. That's so cute. And then like it's a pink book. Pink books are always better. Pink is my favorite color. And then the second one, I didn't realize, but there's a sticker on here. I'm gonna try to take it off. Hopefully it hasn't been on here for too long. Normally these come off really easily. This one is giving me trouble. I think it's because I put that other book on top of it. Oh, here we go. Look, I got it off nice and easy, sort of. Anyways, the second one is Tourist Season. It's part of this new trilogy called The Seasons of Carnage. It's by Brynn Weaver. Brynn Weaver wrote that one trilogy about the serial killers, right? I think it's Butcher and Blackbird. The Ruinous Love Trilogy, it says up here. I didn't read that trilogy. I was interested in reading the first book, but I wanted to get this one because it's like specifically Halloween vibes, and Halloween is coming up this month. I think this one also has a serial killer in it. I briefly read it in the bookstore and I was pretty interested. Okay, so there's a true crime investigator looking for the guy. The guy is Nolan Rhodes, and oh my god, he's trying to kill his love interest. He's seeking revenge for something. I do not remember reading that part. Oh, I think I was interested because I read it was a slow burn at the bottom here. What's this one about? I didn't actually read the back of this one. I just like the cover. Okay, so the FMC Jasmine lost her magic after resurrecting her aunt. Jasmine runs the inn, and then the guy Luke comes to the inn, helps her run the inn, and tries to help her with a spell. Interesting. Okay. I'm definitely gonna try to read these 2 this month after I finish Dark Heir, obviously. And then what shows have I watched recently? I've been watching a lot of, again, anime, and then I think I finished some dramas. Oh yeah, I finished Run On and then Resident Playbook. Run On, it has one of the actors from Squid Game. He was actually really cute in this drama. It was so unexpected. Oh, Run On, it was the one that came out in 2020. And then Resident Playbook, that was a hospital drama. Both of these I rated 7 out of 10. Both of these were like really cozy, really cute. They were just really relaxing to watch. Yeah, I keep track of my dramas too on this website called My Drama List. I also have the app on my phone. I think I just really like keeping track of things. It's so satisfying. And then, oh my god, I've watched so many anime. I think I'm out of my anime watching phase though. I don't feel like watching anymore at the moment. Yeah, oh my god, I've watched so many. Let's see if I can find the English names. That'll be easier for me to pronounce. Okay, yeah, I found it. The first one I completed is called The Water Magician. Okay, again, I'm really into the trashy fantasy anime. They're like my guilty pleasure. So like if you want to try watching these, go ahead, but there's a good chance you might not like them. This one was cute though. I like the world and the characters. It was very like overpowered main character though. Rated a 7 out of 10. It made me want to read the source material, the light novel, but apparently there's no physical copy being printed, so I'm gonna have to read it on my Kindle. Then there's this fantasy romance one. It's called Betrothed to My Sister's Ex. Okay, I know what the title sounds like, but it's not what it seems, if you get what I mean. The main love interest was always in love with the main character. It's really obvious from the beginning. He just made a mistake. This one was cute though. I also rated it a 7 out of 10. Then there's this food one. This one was okay. I just wish there was more food. In fantasy food animes, I feel like there's always unnecessary fighting. Like, I just want a regular fantasy food anime without all the weird stuff. Anyways, this one's called Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant. It was okay. I gave it a 6 out of 10, mostly for the food. I mean, some of the characters were cute. Next, this one was unexpectedly really good. I rated it a 7 out of 10. It's called The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. This one, okay, normally with the isekai anime, there's like some dislikable characters that get transferred into another world along with the main character. This one, I actually liked all the characters that got transferred. Also, the expressions in this anime were just really funny. Next, oh my god, I love this one. It's called The Silent Witch, or no, Secrets of the Silent Witch. And this one, I want to read the source material so bad, but the light novel is sold out everywhere. I think other people had the same idea. It's just so cute. I love the main character and the main love interest. There's a love triangle, and with this love triangle, I actually do like both of the love interests, but there is one I'm rooting for, and that's why I want to read the light novel so bad. I rated this anime a 9 out of 10. It was like really beautiful animation. I haven't read too many light novels actually. I tried before. I can't remember what happened. I think I might have just gotten bored. This one I have a feeling I'll really like though. It's very cozy fantasy, and then there's also some action in it, and then the romance is really subplot. Depending on how the light novel goes, I might rate the anime a 10 out of 10. I'm hoping for a second season. Next one is As a Reincarnated Aristocrat, I'll Use My Appraisal Skill to Rise in the World. This one, okay, it's weird because it's supposed to be an isekai, but doesn't feel like an isekai. I feel like it should have just been a regular fantasy anime. I did rate it a 7 out of 10. I really like the characters, and then I also watched the second season. I just rated the second season a 7 out of 10 too, but realistically, I do think it was worse than the first season. Maybe like a 6 or a 6.5. I think I just rated it a 7 because I rated the first season a 7. And then finally, we have one that's not a fantasy anime. It's a romance anime. I read the manga so long ago. I think the manga is still ongoing, and I really enjoyed the manga. It's called The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, and it's so cute. I just really love the friend group and then the different romances. I really need to continue the manga because there's this one romance I was hoping would happen, and it started happening, so I really need to get back to the manga. Oh yeah, I rated this one an 8 out of 10. But yeah, from these anime, I have 2 new source materials I want to read. Normally when I watch the anime, it's really rare for me to want to read the source material. Like, I did used to read a lot of manga, but not a lot of them were from anime I've watched. Some of them I read did get adapted eventually, and then honestly, I think I might have only had like 4 I really wanted to read after I watched the anime. Some of them I read before the anime came out, when the anime was released, just because I got curious. But then most of the time when I do that, I get bored. With The Water Magician, again, that one was very overpowered main character, but I really like the world, so I have a feeling I'm gonna like the books. But with this one, I don't mind only having it as an ebook. With The Silent Witch, I really want the physical books, so I'm gonna have to wait for those to restock. I looked everywhere. They're sold out everywhere. Plus, I think the English translation is still getting released. I think it's either the 7th or 9th one that's coming out soon. I just want to read to the point where people figure out her identity, because in the anime, it never happened. Like, maybe 1 or 2 people figured it out, but it wasn't anyone important. I want one of the love interests to figure it out, specifically the one I'm rooting for. Oh, there are some anime I'm currently watching watching right now. One of them's another trashy fantasy anime, and the other is very slice of life. So the fantasy one is "'Tis Time for Torture Princess." There's not actual torture in here. They torture her with food. They try to get information out of her by giving her delicious meals and becoming friends with her and forcing cute animals onto her. It's actually surprisingly cozy. And then the slice of life one is called "With You in the Rain." I'm almost done that one. It's like about this woman who's an author, and then she finds this box in the rain that has this dog in it. And I say dog because it's not actually a dog. The thing pretends to be a dog. So there's this thing in Japan called a tanuki. I don't know the English translation for it. I think it's like some sort of Japanese raccoon. But she finds this tanuki in the rain and it's like holding up this sign that's like, "Please adopt me. I'm really easy to take care of." The thing can write. It's an animal and it can write on paper and wash its own fruit and just do things animals are not supposed to be able to do. It's just so cute. It's so cozy. And we just see her taking care of like this thing that's supposed to be a dog but is not a dog. And then like for some reason everyone else, including her around her, thinks it's a dog. Yeah. And oh my god, music. I wanted to talk about music too. I don't normally talk about music, I feel like. Taylor Swift's album, Life of a Showgirl, came out. I think I have like 2 favorite songs on the album, maybe 3. I don't know. It's really hard for me to like a whole album, so I just pick out some favorites and then I listen to them over and over again. My favorites are The Fate of Ophelia and then Elizabeth Taylor, which are the first 2 songs on the album. Maybe Opalite. I don't know. I still haven't decided on that one. And then I found out the other day that Jisoo and Zayn were collabing on a song. That one I'm really excited for. Anyways, that's it for the chit chat. I'm gonna keep reading my book. I'm so scared for when the secrets start coming out. I'm excited but scared. It's just like in the back of my mind the entire time I'm reading this book, you know? I want to keep reading, but it's like 5 a.m, almost 6 a.m. actually. So I'm probably gonna stop here. I made it to page 70 and chapter 7. Okay, I might be wrong, but I think we might be getting a new romance, like a third couple. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember the fan art that I saw and the names. I think it might be these 2. Also, there was a funny moment that happened between them. I'm trying to avoid their names because I can't remember if they're spoilers or not, or like if one of these names was mentioned in the first book or both of them. There's a chance both of them might have been mentioned in the first book. But yeah, anyway, the scene is like character 1 tries to kiss character 2 after getting married to them, but then character 2 grabs character 1's neck and tries to choke the life out of him. And so eventually the characters around character 1 and character 2 get character 2 off of character 1 and stops character 2 from killing character 1. And then character 2 also speaks like this dead language. And so character 1 is like, "I don't understand when she talks like that." And then a third character comes in, character 3. After character 2 tried to kill character 1, character 3 is like, "She'll warm up to you." And I don't know why it was so funny to me. I just burst out laughing because it's just like character 2 literally tried to choke the life out of character 1. And then character 3 is like, "She'll warm up to you." After character 2 was forcefully married to character 1 when character 2 didn't know what was happening at all. It was just so funny to me. There's so many depressing things happening. And then there was just that. And then there's so many things being added to this world. But then when they get added, you're just like, wait, that makes so much sense. Like, it's not like the world building gets done in one chunk of the book. It's like it gradually happens. And so when it does happen, it's like so clever. You're just like, wow, why didn't I think of that? Like, it makes so much sense. And then Violet and Cyprian, there's like these small things. I don't know why I'm freaking out over them so much or like why they make me so happy. But I see like one line where it's like Cyprian stares at Violet and it just makes me so happy inside for some reason. Like they weren't even doing anything. He was just staring at her for no reason. And it wasn't even like a romantic reason. It's just like she started talking to him and then it's just like Cyprian stared at Violet. And it literally just made me happy for no reason. I didn't think I would like them so much, but I really do. And then Will and James. Oh my god, so much water just came out of nowhere. And then Will was like panicking looking for James. He was literally yelling, "James, James, where are you?" And then he sees James on the floor looking like a half-dead rat, half-dead drowned rat. So romantic, right? And then I really wanted to read the next chapter because that's when he starts taking care of him, at least from the first word. I think he starts taking care of him after he almost drowned in all that water. And then I tried not to read it, but I got a little peek at it, right? And the lines are Will just handing him this cup of water, I think, and Will is like, "Drink." And then James is like, "If you don't mind, I've had enough water." Oh, also, I think I already mentioned it, sort of. Character 2. Character 2 is a new character in this book. That was really unexpected, but again, it makes sense. I'm just waiting to see what happens with our main group. Like, I guess the character development maybe, or like the relationship development, because like Violet and Cyprian are very distrustful towards James. Obviously, they have good reason to be, but Will wants to keep him around. I think I just want to see like potential friendships forming. Like, I don't know how they're gonna happen, but I really want to see them happen. happen. Also, I feel like there might be one more romance. There's this one character, I'm wondering what happened to him because he hasn't appeared in the second book yet. Or no, wait, the romance might be between character 1 and the character that's still missing. I just really hope after all this suffering we get like a novella for their happy ending, because that's what C.S. Picot did for the Captive Prince trilogy. The Summer Palace? Well, I guess that'll only happen if this series ends well. Again, we still don't know when the third book's coming out, and we don't know what's gonna happen. Also, one more thing. I think there's a chance we might be getting to know the more ancient characters, or at least we'll get to know them later. Because Violet asked this question of like, what were they really like? Because the only thing they know is what they were told. They haven't really figured anything out for themselves. I want the history so bad though. It sounds like the most devastating love story. I am going out tomorrow, so I might switch to the Kindle. I have been preferring physical books lately though. It depends what mood I'm in. I've also really been in a fantasy mood lately. Like, I've been reading so many good fantasy books. Also, I bought quite a few on my Kindle because they were on sale. I have The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke, and then The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. I think you guys already know that I have This Woven Kingdom. I still need to read the third book because the fourth book just came out. I made it through 11% of the third book. I'm gonna have to read that one. And then I also got the second book in the City of Brass series. Yeah, first book is City of Brass, second book is Kingdom of Copper by, where's the author name? By S.A. Chakraborty. And then I also got another book by her called The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi. This one right here, the one with the ship, I think that might be her debut book, or like second book after the City of Brass series, I can't remember. And then here's Dark Air. I'm using Kindle Unlimited for this one. I need to find which chapter I'm on. Chapter 7. Okay, I found it. I'll probably continue tomorrow. I should go to sleep. It's now 6 a.m. in the morning. At least this video helped me get back into a reading mood. I feel like it's always hard to get back into reading after midterms. That might just be me though. Anyways, yeah, I'll continue this tomorrow and I'm gonna go to sleep. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!